We talked about the Rockets and they're the clear favorites in the West. We didn't get a clear answer. We're not 100%, on one side or the other. But that's what makes this, this podcast great. We're going to give you all sides of the coin, and we're going to give you all sides of serious and goofy. And if you see the thumbnail, you're now into Wet Boys territory. And we changed up the thumbnail this week due to the new thumbnails that Ricky made. So if you like the clip art basketball, drop a comment in the section below. But this is now time for Wet Boys. Wet Boys are the players that absolutely went off this week. If they dropped 30 plus, if they shot 75% from 3 on 5 attempts, if they had a monster week with a crazy record or a crazy accomplishment, this is where we're throwing this in there. It gives us the opportunity to talk about the players that went off, but not devote a whole segment to them, or at least a whole 20 minutes to them. So we're going to talk about the dampest of dudes, the soggiest of shooters, the moistest of men, the moist of men. We're talking about the Wet Boys. Ricky, who is your Wet Boy?
Well, mine is the king, the ultimate king, LeBron James. And with this, the decree of he is now king of the mountaintop of Wet Boy country, or the Wet Boy mountain, whatever you want to call it.
Wet Boy land.
He is the king of Wet Boy Landia, as I'm going to call it.
No,
we're not Portlandia.
Wet Boy land.
But
land.
He went off. He's basically gone off the entire month of March. And even tonight, although tonight's stats aren't in the Wet Boy counter for this, yet again, another night passing LeBron Jordan with dubs and
LeBron Jordan.
The only
ultimate
LeBron Jordan,
basketballer.
LeBron James. The only way I could put it is to quote the old Kobe LeBron commercials of what do you get when you flip 2023, Dave? Triple dubs, all the triple dubs. And LeBron, the king, he's on top.
So since 3 weeks ago, when Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, and LeBron James were in the Wet Boys, LeBron has now had 3 weeks of being a Wet Boy. So I think that's he did it last week, and then he did it back 3 weeks ago. And then you guys, we didn't include him on the Lyles one, the Jarius Lyles one, and then also the two that you did with Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan.
Honorable mentions. That's how I do.
So, Dave, who's your Wet Boy?
My Wet Boy is Cat. I'm going to show the big some love. I know I love giving him shit because he don't play defense. He's gotten better at that this year, but still. He popped off the other night, just a simple 56 game, taking ownership of the scoring record for a single game from Mo Williams, who took it from
Corey
Bruja.
All the great Minnesota Timberwolves
in history.
Not Kevin Garnett, not Kevin Love, not even fucking Jamal Crawford.
Nobody. Corey Brewer, Mo Williams, and now Karl-Anthony Towns elevates his name to that echelon.
I think he'll probably get his jersey retired.
Maybe.
Over Mo Williams. Corey Brewer.
He shot insane. This past week, just 28 points a game, 13 boards, 2 blocks, 49% from the field, 57% from 3. Just a 7-footer shooting 57% from 3.
And in that 56-point game, he was 6 of 8 from 3, which is absolutely ridiculous. Karl-Anthony Towns, I told you this is why I defended him against Embiid early in the season. And who's healthy?
Still wrong.
Who's healthy though, Dave?
That was one we can actually revisit later on. The whole Embiid.
Who's healthy right now?
Cat.
Yeah, okay. So
JoJo's out.
So literally 2 days ago I would have been right, but now you're picking the fight.
Just saying.
Right.
JoJo's missing time.
Both are going to the playoffs.
One's a defensive, player of the year candidate, and one of the most dominant forces, and one is just better than Mo Williams.
Yeah, one top Mo Williams and Corey Brewer.
I mean, with a resume like that.
I'm sorry, like Dave said, Corey Bruja.
Bruja
is how you say it.
Anyways, my Wet Boy of the week is a first-time Wet Boy. Cat, weirdly enough, is a first-time Wet Boy.
Yeah.
And this boy is Trey Burke, the University of Michigan grad, but was he a grad?
I don't know.
I don't think he played 4.
I don't know.
I don't think he did either. Trey Burke, though.
He could have went back and got his degree. I don't know. I haven't been keeping tabs on Trey Burke.
The Wolverine, though, the former Wolverine, and it's fitting because they're going to be taking on Loyola in the Final Four. Trey Burke this week went off for 24 points, 8 assists, 2 steals, 56% from the field, and 33% from 3. I wanted to give Trey Burke a couple, pieces. He's been popping off for some really nice games throughout here. I think he had a 30-point performance this past week. He had, I think, a 40 a couple of weeks ago. So Trey Burke has been having a great year so far, at least putting points up on the board for New York when KP's been out. So shout out to Trey Burke. And we'll be talking about his Knicks a little bit later.